Hello, hello. Happy Friday. It's Tenshi time. We are up to some shenanigans today. We're going to be bouncing around a ton of games, is what we're going to be doing. We are going to be playing a bunch of, by which I mean three. I got 3 Steam Summer Sale games. And we got them for dirt cheap. These are kind of, in my opinion, I would consider them almost classics. Like they've stood the test of time. And we'll be giving each of them an hour, kind of recapping my thoughts at the end of the hour, and then hop into the next one. Yeah, it should be fun. I haven't really participated much in the Steam Summer Sale before, but I kind of thought that since I'm streaming, and I don't really want to get, like, I don't know, a bunch of expensive games, I sort of figured this would be a good way to participate and get some cool stuff in front of everybody. Alright, well, without further ado, let's go with our first game. Hello. Hello, hello. We're doing Fury. Alright. Oh. One sec. What's up with that? Weird. Okay. Something got messed up with the labeling here for y'all in the scene. So we're gonna fix that real quick. What the heck? Ah, here we go. This isn't the right name for it either. I wonder if I've accidentally tied these together in some way. One moment. It looks like I did tie them as a reference. Whoops. Well, we'll deal with that as we go. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and turn on our audio for Fury. Okay, so Musha, what does that mean? Huh. So what do I know about Fury? Not much. Excuse me. Fury is a hack and slash game from 2016. It was kind of an indie darling for a hot moment there, and it's intense. It's high energy, high speed. I'm expecting it to feel a lot like most hack and slashes, and I think its philosophy is also coming from a place of like every fight is a boss fight. So it'll probably feel a lot like I don't know, like the end of a JRPG or an action RPG's boss rush sort of thing. It's super stylized as well. So I guess let's dive in. Onimusha mode, huh? I think we're just gonna go with the classic protag. Oh, that's something you can buy. Interesting. Let's do that. Let's just do Fury. Seems good. The bunny logo is a surprise too. I don't know what that's about. The world seems very minimalist. Like everybody's existing in a sort of nether space or something.
You were a weapon, a bringer of death. And now, you're nothing. I will keep on killing you.
Whoa.
Again and again. I am your future. An eternity of slow, painful deaths.
Huh.
I hear thunder. Bitter batter. Time to wake up.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with you.
Who is this guy? Why did they hate us so
Shake
much?
Your head. Nod your head. It's time to go.
Excuse me.
see what they did to you?
Whoa.
Pull yourself together. Get out of prison.
So I haven't seen like very many Japanese-inspired like samurai movies. I don't think I've actually seen any from actual Japan, but I have seen Kill Bill.
The jailer.
Yeah, it's given me a little Kill Bill.
Fight for your freedom. The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you'll be free.
And this guy's giving me like Wizard of Oz. No, not Wizard of Oz. The Looking Glass. Through the Looking Glass. Alice. Alice in Wonderland. I hope that cough sees itself out. Hello, good morning, Tyler. Today we are playing a litany of different Steam Summer Sale games. So today we're the first hour we're gonna do Fury, and then, well, you'll have to see what the next hour is. I don't want to auto walk this. This walk is really slow. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Yes, I wanted to participate in the Steam Summer Sale, and I sort of figured this would be kind of a fun way to do it. And I think the total, like, cost of each of these games put together is, I don't know, maybe an eighth, a seventh of the cost of one AAA game right now.
I'll make you regret. You listen to me, and you listen good. You'll never escape.
And the setup of it is basically like every single fight is a boss fight. So I expect a lot of spectacle.
I swear I'll put you right back in your cell. There's an easy way and a hard way. Choose. Excellent choice.
Okay. So we have a dash. Yeah, there's bullet hell elements too, now that I think about it. Oh, you can shoot with your right stick, but you definitely move slower when you do. Oh. Can I grab that? I don't know what that did for me. Square to slash. Oh. Circle to parry, though. I think I'm mistiming it. Yeah. No, still not quite getting it. There we go. It's kind of when he glows. There we go. Heard of Steins Gate? I have. I've watched the anime a really long while ago. Is there a Steins Gate game you got or something? And what game are you looking forward to most from the ones that you've picked out? It's quite cinematic. Oh, I didn't notice it, but I've definitely lost an amount of HP. But so is he.
I was hoping you'd try to get up, so I can hurt you real bad.
Charge shot with R2. The controls don't seem totally isolated, but it does seem like the sections where you're fighting with the sword is kind of meant to be discrete from the bullet hell. Charged slash, huh? Wow. I love this guy's design. I don't know if you've seen Dandadan, but the guy from Dandadan, when he turns into the Okaru, when he does the transformation, the hair is just like this. Whoa. It's to dodge. Oh yeah. It's not just to dodge either. It's like a nice... Oh, that thing heals me. Okay. It's like a nice dash, basically. Oops. I bet this one would be a crazy one to speedrun. This music is tight, too. Very percussive.
This has been fun, but it's time to get serious.
Okay. They sort of do health bars like they do them in Kingdom Hearts.
Those shocks in the cell, they really hurt, don't they?
We got the big health bar and then a bunch of extra ones
I'm gonna
underneath it.
teach you some real pain.
Okay. He's monologuing. Was this him just saying like, oh, that was the tutorial? I bought a VN, a visual novel, okay, of Steins Gate. So looking forward to that, and also Peak. So I heard of some people playing Peak, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what the game is like. Steins Gate is pretty interesting. That's one of those anime that I've gotten so many recommendations about, even after watching it, that it feels like maybe I need to rewatch it. I don't think I totally understood the anime very well. But Peak, what's that about? I don't even know what kind of game it is. I love how this dash feels.
You're going back.
The hell I ain't. Oh. Oh, nice.
No way.
It looks like it even heals you if you manage to make a perfect parry. I love systems like that. Oops. Okay.
You're gonna run back to your cell and beg me to look you up again.
He doesn't even have a name. Do I have a name?
Come back here.
Whoa. That was a cool attack. I wonder if the studio has done anything since. Dude. Oh. Wow. Let's go. Let's get crazy. Ah. Oop. And it's so stylized. Like, I love the flow of the whole game. Cell shaded, and this art style just never gets old. It never ages. You wouldn't guess this game was from 10 years ago.
You're gonna take some putting back together.
Okay, thanks for lurking. See you around. Whoa.
You think you're stronger than me?
I'm pretty sure I am. Because you're the first boss. Wow. Nice. So far, I think that I kind of prefer the... I'm not much of a bullet hell gamer, I guess. I haven't really tried them very much, so I'm generally going to prefer the hack and slash, like, sort of patient rock, paper, scissors of a sword fight more than the sort of random bullet hell thing. But that's also because, I don't know, your sword is just always going to have better feedback. Like, the whole screen is shaking every time I'm hitting him. Whereas with the bullet, it's like, whatever. Oh. Oh, whoops. And I mean, there's just something so viscerally satisfying about parrying. Well, when you do it right, anyway.
I'm gonna smash you to pieces.
I wonder if I'm some sort of criminal. Because he is called the jailer. Like, there must be a reason I was locked up.
There is no way you can defeat me.
Big words, my man. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. I mean, okay. You're gonna run out of stuff eventually, right? Wow. It looks like an audio media visualizer. Oh, get wrecked though. I hope that wasn't your ult, dude.
Kill you.
I don't know what my ult is. I wonder if I get one. Oh my gosh, there was this other game that was first person that has similar vibe called Ghost Runner. You're like parkouring and also doing very intense sword combat, but it's all like one hit kill, like Hotline Miami. I love games like that. They're just go. So easy to pick up and keep going. Are we killing him? Are we mercying him? Looks like we broke his staff at least. No more words from the big bragger. A lot harder to be cool when you lose. Huh.
You will be broken. You will go back to yourself.
Man. He's like a robot, though.
Bravo! Excellent! What a thrill!
My character looks
Not
pretty
your
cybernetic
first
as
time,
well.
Right? Anyway,
Not
the
your
good
first
news,
time.
We're one step closer to freedom. The bad news?
Is this like a
There's
time loop
more
game?
out there waiting for us. But don't worry, I know them. I can help.
I see now why the
Really,
logo is this
what's
guy's head.
waiting at the end of all this is so worth the trouble. You and me, we're in the same boat now. Now let's get the hell out of here. Way down there lies a free world. A world of peace and light, where you're free as the wind. And you know what? We're going to get there.
It sounds like a Denny's. It's a Denny's down there. It's interesting too. It seems like the game is so focused on that like boss fight idea that like these environments are very cool, but exploration is pretty minimal. Like I'm just kind of holding a stick and he walks very gently forward because platforming clearly doesn't seem to be something that matters here. It's just
I'll tell
End
you
of the
what
next
I
step.
know on the way. But don't expect all the answers. It's all about what a man does.
You know, when I've seen clips of this game too, I kind of always thought that it was stylistic all the way throughout. I didn't even think that this character had a face, really. But I guess that's just what it looks like from most of the views for the boss fights.
That, my friend, is a prison. A prison within a prison. A very clever trick.
You done talking? It reminds me of like the Doom Slayer in terms of its characterization, like in Doom 2016 and stuff. Because that guy, I mean, that game has incredible environments and a ton of mobility and a ton of platforming, but it's got a main character who says nothing
You
and just
and the prisoner
kind of
have
kills
a lot
stuff.
in common.
That's how he expresses
She
himself.
turned up one day, destroyed everything in her wake, and then bam! She got caged.
Okay, so there's someone else. Very simple character design on this guy too. I think he'd be difficult to recognize because he's such an indie, like he's an indie darling. This character, he's not really big, but I mean, oh gosh, I keep getting
all
lost.
these layers so she couldn't get out.
I'm gonna maybe auto walk. I kind of see why they added it as an option. But that bright red coat, or I guess cloak, is just screaming at you. It's interesting. It feels like it's building a lot of tension before your next fight.
She tried to tear through those walls so many times, but they just kept growing back around her.
Whoa. Are we gonna kill her or free her?
Insane. Enraged, she'll hunt anything and rip it to pieces. Now that's some jailer, right?
Is she also a jailer?
But you and me, we know that being locked up fucks you up inside.
Huh.
We know that so well, don't we?
Who is this guy then?
That's
It's
why we
almost
did what we
cutscene-esque
did.
when you just do the
That's
auto
why
walk.
we're getting out. That's why our story doesn't look like hers.
He's walking around barefoot too. For free. Oh, whoops. Oh. Whoops. Sorry. Now what? I want to kill the next one. He seems to have such sad little eyes. I wonder how long he's been stuck in jail. But also, what does freedom even look like in a world like this? Whoa. Is that our next challenger? Or just a summon? I don't know. This must have a lot of forms, because this thing doesn't look all that scary. But it does have sort of an unnatural rhythm to how it moves. And it's sort of a deceptive design to its attacks. Sheesh. Oh, interesting. We can go outside of the walls. Nice. Let's get in there. Doesn't seem to be good at sword fighting. Not like the last guy. These lasers take way too long to charge for him to do any real progress against me. Although he can dodge. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, that's got like a feminine body to it. That's creepy. Okay, these ones bounce and then get really slow. You know, if Smash Bros. Has taught me anything... Oh, and then they track. That's annoying. If Smash Bros. Has taught me anything, it's that slow-moving projectiles are actually more annoying than fast-moving ones. Because you have to deal with them for much longer. Oh! You fall. Okay. That probably means that I can push this thing in there, too. Maybe when we're fighting with a sword. We'll have to try it. It's just a hunch, though. But, yes, slow-moving projectiles, far worse, as it turns out, than fast-moving ones. Mostly because they take up... Whoops. I was impatient there. They take up too much space. Which makes it difficult to... Ooh. Ow! Whoa, it dodged out of the way. Since they take up so much space over time, they're very difficult to get to avoid without losing some kind of resource, either space or actual HP. Nice. Oh, okay. 2 bars down. 4 left. She's gonna break out of that thing, yeah. Whoa. Oh, she's got a scythe now. Okay. You know, I've been trying to make a list of hear me outs. Shoot. Admittedly, I think that she's still got a pretty feminine form, but I don't know. It's hard to say no to somebody with the Reaper's Scythe. Really backing away. They've done a very good job with the camera as well. I'm glad I don't have to think about it. I think with games like Kingdom Hearts, where it's asking you to do hack and slash, but then also manage the camera, it can get to be a real hassle. It feels like camera management is its own skill in that game too. Wow. Okay. She's punishing me a lot more for fucking up. Yeah, there's me losing a health bar. Let's see if we can get some of that back. You know, I do like though that the bullets I've got seem to do significant damage. It's not nothing. So it doesn't feel, it feels like peppering and getting it in there is worth my time. Does she just go nuts? Alright, let's get crazy. Nice. I'll take some of that health back, thank you. Oh, sheesh. Nope. How is she still only lost 2 health bars? It feels like I've done a ton. Nice, I got my full health back. Gosh, okay. Nice, get wrecked. That might be the best feeling in one of these games, is finding somebody's opening. And it feels like this game is being forgiving enough right now in this difficulty and in this boss to allow me to kind of spam hits in there and sometimes randomly get her. I doubt they will be so forgiving in the future. Oh, she's running. Okay. Oh, wow, that goes through the... Okay. Not quite. Damn. Okay, well, let's fight. I'd like to block one of those. My health is low. Nice. Been better, though. There we go. My brain just loves the anime fight of this sort of thing. I'm a bit of a button masher as a reality. It doesn't feel like button mashing is like a legitimate strategy here. I think you do have to be careful, but nonetheless. Oh my gosh, she's breaking free. Alright, girl. So curious to see what she's gonna look like under there. She's gone, though. Is she invisible? Is this a bug? Oh, there she is. Oh, she can definitely go invisible, I think is what I'm seeing. Why is she trying to break that? I don't like that idea. What do you stand to gain from breaking that, lady? Because if you stand to gain, I stand to lose. And I don't like losing. Okay, she's got a harder to block. Oh, she moves like a crab or something. Okay. Oh, jeez. All of her attacks are a little bit faster and longer now. There's sound cues for the attacks there too as well, but still haven't gotten used to them. Oh no. Okay, that's 1 bar down. It's nice that they give you that sort of leeway. I'm beginning to think, though, that when you lose a bar, they get to regain their bar. Like you're almost saving your progress versus them, little by little. Unique. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Shoot. Wow, that has a long range. I mean, two can play as that can. Ah, she dodges those pretty easily. Shoot. Okay. Yep. Yep. Ah. I gotta find the timing for that, or I'm not gonna be able to beat her. Because she keeps punishing me with that. It's nice though that you can get a lot of space to breathe. Jeez. I say so, and then here I am on the ropes. Come on. Let's get you into sword fight, huh? I'd like to heal. There we go. Roll. Nice. Let's see. Nice. Okay. I'm still so low. Like a single... Nice! Nice! We got there. Yeah, there's definitely like a back and forth system to this game. But they have a lot more chances than you do. We're only gonna see her face after she loses, or... Oh, we're kind of going full bullet hell now. Okay. The purple ones are mixing it up, but it doesn't feel especially too bad yet. Okay. Gosh, she sounds like a pterodactyl or something. It's awesome. Whoa. Did that even work? Am I just gonna have to dodge through? I think I'm gonna have to dodge through, but time it better. No, I can't dodge through. What the hell? But she evaporated everything I could dodge. Do I have to leave? Just get out of the maximum range of the weapon, maybe? Actually, no. Okay. Let's try getting out of the range of it this time. Because it seems like she's not going to let us attack her for a while anyway. He's doing a desperation move here. Okay, there it goes. So this is the one that we couldn't really figure out before. Does it have an outer limit? Oh, it definitely doesn't. But you can definitely time your dodge. Shoot. And nope, too late. Dang it, too early. Oh no. There goes one. Another. Sheesh. I'm gonna lose just to this stack. And I get the sense that if I lose all of my bars, I'm starting from the top. Or at least with her. It might be a cruel enough game that it'll start me all the way back from the jailer. Okay, well, funny enough though, that's incentivized to start going for the green orbs that are kind of on the edge of her massive shots here. Because those heal us, but none of them kind of crossed our path. Okay, I think this is our last chance. We're gonna have to dodge every single one, pretty much. Oh, shoot. Okay. It's bad off the bad start. I'm trying to block, that's not the... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ole. Ole. Oh, she's definitely getting... She's varying her... Okay, well now we can kind of get in there. Let's see what you got. Wow. I got the charge. Nope, that's not gonna do it. She's just overcharged. Oh, jeez.
You
That
can't
got
stop
me.
now. We're on the road to freedom. You will beat her.
Dang it. It's gonna be from the top? It is. Okay. Well. Okay. This part we're pretty familiar with. It's not anything too scary, really. She really wasn't all that hard up until the very end. That sweeping laser attack robbed all of our life, or like 2 of our lives off of us. This. Oh. Nope. Not on my watch. Oh. So glowing red seems to mean I can't hurt her. No bother. No point in hitting her. I see that. Yep. Yeah, she sounds like heavy machinery, like getting scraped. Wormy would love this, I think. Wormy loves depictions of a lady that's sort of mechanical and fucked up and unhinged. Wormy loves them. They love, what is it, GLaDOS? This is kind of giving GLaDOS too. Very feminine form, but still certainly robotic. What are they doing? Okay, another sword fight. Oh, whoops. It's teaching you to be patient. They might be locked into... They're not actually locked into an animation all the time. There are some where it looks like they are, but you gotta wait until they're actually fully committed before you get to actually attack. Oh. We've definitely got this exchange in the bag, at least. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's the first step. Yes, now grab your scythe and let's get crazy. That won't work. Try again. I wonder if it's more damage just holding the gun or going for like a combo there. Can't quite tell. I feel like the gun adds up surprisingly quickly. It's less committal too, like I don't have to be near her. Ah, whoops. Okay. Let's get crazy. Nice. I'm not impressed. Try it again. You'll have to try harder. I'm not looking forward to the laser jump rope of it all, but it seems like we figured out her patterns pretty easily. Okay. Nice. Okay, oops. Nice. Oh, whoops. Huh. Was it supposed to double parry there? Whoops. Oh, that's not good. They're close to winning this bout. I mean, their damage increases significantly. Yeah, did that heal? Yeah, that definitely healed her. Huh. That's interesting. It seems like a modicum of respect between foes or something. There we go. shoot. Okay, huh? Could be worse. Now we're good. Cooking. Let's get going. I think this is awesome because it does feel like it captures, at least from somebody who's entering the hack and slash action RPG genre from Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts' boss fights are very much about like alternating between close quarters, like up close melee combat, and then sometimes swapping into like this long distance evasive combat where the opponent has either a ton of iframes or like they're just impossible to injure. Coming from that realm, this feels a lot like that. It feels a lot like you're alternating between those two modes, except that you actually also, since you have a gun, you kind of get to participate in that part of the... Oh, that's not good. Oh, nice, we broke out. Okay, so that's what she was doing last time. We kind of avoided her. Yeah, since you have a gun and you have ranged options, I guess Sora does too, but they're normally way too committal for it to ever make sense for him to use. Like, it's almost impossible to use most magic against enemies in Kingdom Hearts. Just because they're just way faster than me. I mean, and by enemies, I mean boss fights. So, you're pretty much doing this, like, waiting for your opening kind of thing. But here, you're trying to... The sword seems to present the opening that you are looking for the most, but at the same time, you can pepper and get progress made in the middle. We're gonna put you back where you belong, the world's strangest Power Ranger. Oh god. Well. Dang. Oh no. Okay. Back from the top on this bout, I guess. The sense of progress is just really something. Okay? No, I can't. Walk through these walls. Come on. I'm not afraid of you. I anime run. Why would I ever be afraid of you? My Naruto run makes me impossible to catch. Dude. Let's go. About half their bar. And that's about half mine though too. We're almost getting you into our where we want you. Okay. Let's not fuck this up this time. Let's get in there. I'm not letting her breathe. Oh, jeez. Ah! Okay. Ah, shoot. Okay, this is the last life bar of ours. I'm being too cocky. Here I was thinking we'd get all the way to the same point again in the same try, but... Or I guess the second try, I mean. Alright. Come on. We can finish 2 fights in our little trial of fury. I hear there's only 12. It's a tight game. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, we have that coming. Nice. We broke free. And we got to do a little bit of damage. Maybe that wasn't all bad. Ah, okay. Ah. Bullet jump rope. The iframes are not as forgiving as you think they are. But they rarely are in this kind of thing. And it has a surprising amount of lag on the end of the dash, too. Nice. Okay. don't mind dishing out some punishment like that. Oh no. Okay. Probably only need maybe 4 of those. If you laser again, give it to us for free. Thank you. 2 more. I'm starting to recognize your patterns, lady. Oh, okay. Now don't I look like a fool, but I got a parry off, so... Okay, okay. We're at 2 health bars, 2 tries at this. We just gotta play some laser jump rope. A little bit of math, a little bit of yeah, simple mathematics. If I'm not mistaken, the arc necessarily has to be moving slower? Oh wait, I guess it kind of depends on... Well, the whole line is moving at the same speed, but it's going to be rotating slower through fewer angles at the outer parts, so it should be easier to dodge the further out we are. Oh, I seem to be invisible. Yeah, but what the heck happened? It's gonna be impossible for me to dodge as long as I'm invisible. What the hell? Is this a bug? Weird. Okay, well, I'm visible now. Let's try out my theory. I would like to be far away, please. I'd love some of those health orbs, but... Although, I don't even know if they do anything when you're at a full bar, but you're missing a bar. I don't know enough about the game at the moment to be able to tell. You know, maybe I wasn't invisible, I'm just at the edge of the camera. The game doesn't want me to be that far away. But we can be this far. Let's try this. Definitely way too early, I could tell that. No! Oh, that's doubly bad. Okay. Yep, a little faster on that one. Oh, no. Okay. No. Damn. Okay.
You can't stop now. We're on the road to freedom. You will beat her.
You got that right, buddy pal. It'll just be a matter of time. Okay. Well then. Let's give it another go. I think we probably have time for one more go, and then we'll hop onto the next game. I still can't quite tell if it does more damage to shoot or to sword. Okay. Come on. Ah, well, I deserve that, but I still managed to clip her. There we go. Nice. I feel like I'm at a dance club. Wow. Okay. Happily get a combo in there. See, I mean, the bullet of it all makes it so it's easier to pepper things in with my ranged weapon, but I don't know. I think damage is easier to sort of calculate when you're doing something like a sword combo. It's easier to think, oh, I have exactly this many hits of the combo left versus this many bullets. Like, bullets do so much smaller incremental damage that it's hard to track. And that's sixth sense for damage numbers. I think that's important in a game like this. It informs you when you should be risky, I think. And exactly, I mean, once you have it in mind, okay, I need one more opening, like, it's easier to clutch up. Because you're not gonna be super risky when you only need one more opening. You're just gonna look for the openings you're good at. Or I guess on the other hand, maybe you will be risky because you only need one. Whereas if you know you need 4 or 5, like, I'm just gonna wait for the good ones I'm good at that point. Oh, jeez. Let's patch that in. Nice. Oh, okay, so sometimes those parries don't seem to result in an opening. They just heal me and I can get maybe some damage in, but not a full combo, like it doesn't stagger. Get off me, snake lady. Your knockoff Medusa shit is not gonna get me. Let's go. I wonder what she stands to gain from trying to stop us, though, too. There we go. Nice. Okay. Full stocks. Next step. The Reaper time. I wonder what her name is. I bet it's the Reaper. Maybe it's Calliope Mori. She's pink, too. Is this what you were up to before you became a VTuber, Miss Calliope? Ah, that's annoying. Oh, I can block through it. I don't think I can block through all attacks, though. Now we're in the ring. This seems to be the most exciting part of the game, is when you're like in this claustrophobic, uncomfortable, no more backing out. Now my health bar is on the risk for in the line for your health bar. The interesting thing though is that it's not like, I'm pretty sure I'm still risking my health bar, meaning if I lose here, like they heal, I still lose my HP. Okay. So now this is the barefoot fight. It's the penultimate part of the fight. She's gonna jump. She's gonna try to jump my bones, dude. Personal space, unheard of. I don't have as many options for a direction to dodge in, so. You didn't get me. You'll have to try harder than that. Miss Pterodactyl. That's a cute idea for an anime girl, isn't it? A pterodactyl girl? Ah. Okay. Nope. I've jumped your rope. I'm ready to hit you now. Nice. Okay. Oh. Not quite. Maybe 3 more? It's not gonna do it either. Too slow. What you got now? Nope. Okay. Full 3 lives. Locked in. Loaded. Ready to beat her. This will have to be our last try, too. Time to lock in. Okay. This is about where I was comfortable last time. Ah, I suppose another interesting bit of the math here, though, too, is that the farther away I am, the less dense the bullets are, meaning that my bullets are less likely to wipe out hers, so I have to kind of individually dodge each bullet a little bit more than I otherwise would. But we got there. Okay. Wrong button again. No, too late. Okay, just right. Just right. Nice. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, here's our opening. We have 1 shot here. very low HP, but... Yep. Okay. 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 Nice. Okay. Is that it? Nice. We got there. Let's go. Her name is the Strat, and we've beaten it. I assume because she was strapped down? In a straitjacket? Gotta love an unhinged lady, though. Oh, that's too bad. I guess we'll never see what her face is like. Maybe it's just another smaller laser under there. Okay.
Well
sure.
done. You put her out of her misery.
Easy for you to say, I guess. Well, that's about a clean hour. Well, I want more, but that was a quick little taste of Fury. It is about as high octane as I kind of expected. It's got a little bit more... What am I trying to say?
You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Yeah, don't worry, guy. There's a little bit more back and forth rhythm to it than I expected. And the way that the sword fighting close quarters moments are like distinct from the bullet hell moments, but then they also kind of blur the lines. Pretty cool. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and swap over to... I guess this scene will do fine. We're gonna wait here a sec while I prepare our next game. Our next game was infamous for a long while. On the internet and in the VTuber sphere specifically, but just all over the place generally. Excuse me. Yes. This game is been likened to QWOP and a ton of other things too. It's a game, I think, about managing frustrations more than anything. Oh, come on. Get loading. I'll wait for you. But yeah, that went by really fast. Holy cow. Games like that just keep my blood pumping, man. All right, it looks like they're ready for their debut. So, yeah, this one, yeah, I gotta unlink these. Definitely did not mean to link them the way that they are, but we'll fix that some other time. Let's see. Yeah, it is Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. So this is a game about frustration and a game about weird controls. I'm not sure if it will be really that interesting to play on stream because I think frustration happens to be one of the things I manage pretty okay when it comes to video games. Like, I like hitting my head against a wall with the video game, and I don't really blame the video game. You know, I'm very much internal locus of control. Like, I'll complain openly. I'll make it sound like I'm blaming the game, but most of the time I'm just like, okay, I gotta lock in, kind of deal. So ideally you won't hear too much frustration from me, but let's prove me wrong, shall we? I hear this guy's name is Diogenes, named after the Greek philosopher? I'm just gonna dick around with moving this, because I want to know what it feels like to move it. He can't really, like, position it further than his own center of mass. Like, he won't break his arms to move the sledgehammer in a way that you want to be moved. But you can sort of teeter up with it. Oh, that's fun. Oh, you can do it with quite a bit of force, too. And he can hold his balance like nobody else. So, near as I can tell, you can kind of do... Oh, weird. How come you... Yeah. You can flick yourself in a really funny way here. Okay. Oh. I didn't think this tree was an obstacle, but... Okay. You know, I should watch how other people stream games like this, because I find it challenging to discuss while playing a game like this without it being about the game. And I think that's not always the most interesting. I think, oh, how did I manage that? Whoops.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I
The day
have,
before it was due.
or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
Wow, he's strong.
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If
Interesting.
you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Well, thank you, Benefati. I do kind of agree with that. There's this concept of beginner's luck. And I don't know that I necessarily believe in luck, though I like to joke about it a lot. But I think a beginner is not fettered by their own perception of their ability generally. Now, how do you make this happen? So, like, swing it, and then, now, my body, oh, okay, huh. You really want a big space for your mouse, but I gotta say, there is something very, like, newborn going on in my brain right now, where it's like, I almost just don't know how to coordinate my hand to get the guy to do what I wanted to do. Much less do I even really know what I'm supposed to get him to do in order to get him to move. But, right, so there's this idea of a beginner's luck, and beginners aren't really fettered or weighed down by, oh, whoops. They aren't really weighed down by the expectations of an experienced person. They don't know what it means to be truly skilled at something, and they don't know what it means to be kind of shitty at something. And that means that they often end up being able to produce things at a level of quality, or maybe
All right.
at a
Thanks for
speed.
coming with me on this trip.
Oh.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
That's a funny way to put it. Even your mistakes. Yeah, beginners have this luck, right? It's, you could call it luck, but you can also sort of describe it as, oh, gotta think backwards to get this to happen.
This game
That's
is a
fun.
homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Huh. Well, so yes, beginners and beginner's luck, right? I think that from an expert's opinion, a beginner, really what they have is like a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a lack of a critic on the inside that's going to get them to stop and think very deeply about what they're doing. And why should they? I think only an expert is going to understand the difference. You know, I would rather climb it from this cliff than from the right cliff side because I had such an easy time. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. I just don't know how much ups I can get. Yeah. Huh. That's kind of funny. You can get some real hang time. All that to say, you don't have the beginner's luck, as Bennett Foddy just kind of mentioned. You don't really have the beginner's luck when you start up something again, or I guess when you start over again on something, you now know exactly how bad you are at it. You remember exactly how much it sucked and felt disappointing to fail at it, and that's all part of the journey now. Now you have to kind of fight that uphill battle, generally from zero or near zero. But that's normally from a resources perspective and not from a knowledge perspective. I guess knowledge is a resource, but I mean, you've already managed to learn something about what you're trying to do. So you don't need to learn that already over again, you know? Yeah, I think I'll just try. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up going that way, but it does seem like the game is trying to get me to go the other way, so perhaps we will try that. It's just barely... Whoops. Yeah, it's just barely not tall enough to get up there. So I kind of have to hop myself up first, I think. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. I think there's something about the way that this guy moves that deceptively gets you to think he doesn't have much balance, but he super does. And then there's moments like this where I just where does my brain wants to bring him closer to the cliff, but I think what is the direction I have to move the mouse in order to get that to happen? Towards him. Oop, okay. So yeah, you know, I guess that's all that I think all that life really is a matter of getting a hand of lots of different hobbies and skills. Which means that thinking about things in terms of learning and skills means if you're kind of learning about your own method of developing yourself, how is it that I fail? How is it that I succeed? What are my metrics for success? Then it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You're basically always going to be learning about yourself and the world and your place in it. Like, I don't know, like Sudoku. Interesting. Whoops. Sudoku doesn't really have... I don't know. You can be a great Sudoku artist, but I don't think... I'm not sure that playing with paper is really what most people need to get out of Sudoku. So much as the ability to have a lot of patience with yourself with a very destructive medium. But it's also like such an ephemeral medium too, you know? I can't say I can imagine making a Sudoku, anything out of Sudoku. Did I say Sudoku? I've been saying Sudoku the whole time. In my head, I was imagining origami. That's what I meant. Origami, oh, whoops, has this ephemeral quality to it where, like, it doesn't really matter if you've made, like, the most perfect little butterfly shape in your entire life. You're more likely still going to throw it away. And it'll be more about the fact that you managed to make the little paper and you took the time to out of your day than it will be about the actual...
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
I love his voiceover. I think I might be the kind of streamer that would be almost annoying to watch play this game, because I find this to be almost like sitting down with a fireside chat with a guy who has some cool ideas about life. Whereas for most everybody else, it's more about just screaming and being frustrated. Ooh, a little coffee cup. Now, admittedly, this might also be because I know a lot about the game. Or, I mean, not a lot. I know enough to know what its philosophy is. I've never picked up its controls before now. But I've also seen people struggle with it, and I've kind of gathered their strategies. I also know what makes people fail in this game, and I think more
Anyway,
than
when you
likely...
start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
Meaning, I guess what he's trying to say is you're never guaranteed that you could defeat these obstacles. In other words, these obstacles are so... Oh, I forgot to change the category. I'll be right back. This isn't Fury. Sorry, everyone. This is now Getting Over It. Let's put that in there. Yeah, so I guess his concept there of it being a real obstacles is that you can't just put more... You can't grind at this like you can in a lot of games, like RPGs. You can't guarantee that that's how it will go. It does require simply a level of skill, and it's also sort of like I don't know, eating food. Isn't that the analogy everybody always uses? You can chew 10,000 hours in your life. You can be a real master at chewing and eating, and you'll still bite your own tongue or swallow something you didn't mean to. So I don't know. I relished in this. I find it to be sort of a game that makes people uncomfortable because you kind of have to you have to meet your limitations and say, "Hey, what's up?" And it keeps asking you to do so. And ironically, too, I think it's the kind of thing that gets harder and harder the less you understand about yourself and the more frustrated you get. Whereas from a place of calm and just sort of learning, I don't know, this is kind of fun. It's sort of weird.
The obstacles in sexy
But it's
hiking are
neat.
unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's
there
authentic
we
to the
go.
process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player
I love that.
rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our
Whoa.
repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Interesting.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
I wish he would have stopped the voiceover there because there was an idea he just mentioned that I really liked. I wanted to talk about. But that's, I guess, the idea of an investment in a challenge, making it the challenge itself, right? I think that there is this idea of like mounting pressure and almost like it almost goes hands in hand with that idea of like the sunk cost fallacy, right? I've already invested an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into whatever I'm doing. So every single following minute that my progression isn't what I expect it to be, that ends up being even more frustrating than the last, right? And that's what causes this mountain out of a molehill out of whatever For some people, that might be something that a lot of people have challenge with. Let's say like public speaking or education or doing well at job and relationships, whatever it might be. But the reality is that the challenge is in your mind, generally. There is something difficult to be done, but the mountain's only getting taller because you're letting it at the same time. And that's not a bad thing either, though. I think it's healthy to fail a lot. I'm learning the most when I fail. That's for sure. Interesting. You can get kind of a purchase up there, can't you? Not that much. I think I kind of make it a practice to fail a lot. I undertake challenges I know I won't do so hot at. But that's because I guess I like to know where I'm at. And I like to have a goal in mind. Even one that I might not be able to succeed at. Where I live, there are a lot of lakes. And a lot of lakes means sometimes you get dunes, which is effectively just a massive splotch of, not desert, but sand, where otherwise there should probably be none. Dunes are a wonderful piece of ecology, one that needs to be protected. And I guess I say so because there's a cost to what I'm about to say, and that is that going up and down dunes, especially ones near lakes, it's not good for the ecology. It normally wears them down. It speeds up the erosion that they are already going through. And we do that a lot as humans. We climb dunes. And that's something that I've done before. There's a dune that's sort of infamous near where I live that I have climbed once as a teenager. And it was probably, physically speaking, the most demanding thing I had ever done at that time. It took 3.5 uninterrupted hours of climbing up this dune. It's especially frustrating too because you see people who are at a different stage in their physical activity, and they bolt down this dune, and they bolt back up in 30 minutes because these are people that are, you know, they're marathon runners, they're would-be Olympians, or they are actual Olympians. These are people who have invested in their body 90%, more than 99% of the population of Earth, let's say. So you're seeing these people, you're comparing yourself to them, and that's part of the struggle. But really, the other part of the struggle is a mental one. I'm convinced, with enough preparation, enough forethought, almost anybody could probably do it. Might be a risk, legitimately, to your health, because you're in the sun, it's a lot of sand, it's a ton of cardio.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
Oh, he's poking you. I think Bennett Foddy is trying to make you mad. That's very funny. But I bet this is something that he told himself as he was doing this game too. So, these dunes, right? I mean, I did them as an 18-year-old, barely, and that was with a lot of water, and music, and a ton of things that made me be able to get there. And I tried it again. Oh, whoops. I tried it again a decade later, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Oh boy, did I fail. I mean, I think physically speaking, I was a lot heavier. I wasn't in the same kind of cardiovascular shape. And I got maybe 50 minutes of it through before I realized that my progress just wasn't making sense. I didn't have enough water for my climb to keep making sense. I was exhausted, and I gave up. But I gave up happily because I remembered beating it once. And so I thought, well, I can beat this still. I know I can. Maybe not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but one day I'll be back. Hopefully, if everybody keeps care of it, I can come back and unfortunately contribute to the same ecological problem that's causing it to erode. But I'll put my 1 cent in and I'll try again. And maybe I'll fail again, but maybe I'll do better. I don't know. And I think that's something I like to do. I like to know my limits, but I like to push them too. Um, and I don't really like the idea of being like some sort of self-help guru or something like that, especially because nowadays a lot of these people they're giving out self-help from a perspective of sort of trying to monetize the idea of betterment, and that kind of grosses me out. But I also think that uh, I think that the most successful people in life are going to be ones that are comfortable with failure, because failure is what you get when you try something new, or when you try to understand something you already thought you knew in a more deep way. So, in other words, I think the most talented and successful people on the planet are really just the people who have gotten the most comfortable being losers. They lose more efficiently and effectively than anybody else. That's what they do. This is cool. Kind of made it further just by sort of spinning it. But I did get a hop at the beginning there. I'll say this too, though. I think if I didn't have so much to say about life, if I couldn't talk at length about the challenge of learning something new, I would probably find this more frustrating. Just because I'd want it to be entertaining for other people, and that would be the greater challenge. If I don't ever beat this game, I think I would be okay. I don't think I'd be too upset with how my life went. But the streaming thing is new to me too, and I want to like, my measures of success aren't exactly everybody's, but they aren't totally unique either. I would love to be able to make this something I share with a lot of people. So, you know, it's easy for that creep of frustration of like, am I being entertaining enough? Does anybody want to click on some little angel VTuber sort of philosophizing about what it means to get better at something? I don't know. I also love the name of the game being Getting Over It, because I think it's so generic, but the game is sort of a microcosm of what life is about, so why wouldn't it be generic? But it also seems like, I mean, it can be the mountain too. It's getting over your own frustration, but getting over the mountain as this physical manifestation of your frustration. It makes me want to read Diogenes, is the other thing, I guess, because if you're willing to name your main character your strange pot man after them, then why? Now, I guess I've also heard that Diogenes spent some amount of time living out of a pot like this, like he was a nut job, so maybe it's not as deep as I want it to be. But one can hope. Oops. Okay. And I've seen speedruns of this too, and people are so talented. But I also think you're going to inspire people to be talented with a game design like this. It's not quite mocking you entirely, but it is saying, come on, you think you can beat this? Then do it. Oh.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
It's to be expected. But I got up there once. And I think I saw what I did. Oops. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Wrong trajectory there. Ooh. I also like that this game, like, I can just do it with a single mouse. That's kind of nice. Sort of insane, though, that it did give you the option at the beginning to choose trackpad. That seems a lot more challenging than what I care to imagine. It's interesting, too, because I think part of what frustrates people is seeing a sudden lack of result in what you're doing and believing that this is somehow an indicator of your skill level or of what you've learned. But generally speaking, I think that failure, especially in terms of output, is more about trying something that you have not tried before. So, yeah, this did kick me back. It might seem like I lost a ton of progress. And physically speaking, on the mountain, I have. I'm a lot closer to the beginning than I was at the, 10 minutes ago. But I was doing so in order to experiment. I mean, not consciously, mind you. I'm noodling, right? And I don't think I can say I'm doing all of this completely on purpose. But every single move, I'm learning a little bit more about how I can move myself. And I think I had to pay that price in order to experiment with the motion I was trying to do. Now, I think a lot of it is instinctual, too, in the way that most motor skills are. But it's important to pay that price. How else are you going to get better? Oh, almost got there. I really like the way you can jump. You can get quite a bit of air if you flick it right. It's funny that the same mechanism that lets you do this a lot faster is also a mechanism that can make it all the more frustrating. And I think that's also a... Oh, hey Tyler, yeah, we're doing some getting over it. I know this is like it just the internet loves this game, I think. Speed is a huge factor, I think, on frustration though. The idea that you need to be doing it at a certain pace within a certain time frame for most any task. When the reality is that almost everything simply has to take the time that it's going to take. Yeah. That is awesome. That feels so good to make that kind of a leap. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a pretty expressive person. I'm a person that can get frustrated very easily. I'm not gonna lie. But and expresses it openly. Like I get angry, especially more often than not with people. I think people frustrate me more than systems and processes and games and stuff like that. Mostly because I guess it feels like when you're fighting against something inanimate, it's that inanimate thing isn't going to change. You have all of the time in the world, ideally, to conquer it. But people, it's not about conquering, right? A lot of times it's about changing their mind, getting them to agree with you. And people are so inconsistent. So of course that's going to be frustrating. Let's see here. Let's position myself right here. This angle is a funny one, that's for sure. You have to get kind of an arch on your hop. So you really want to be on the farthest end of this little log. Channel that anger towards getting over it. That's the thing. I don't think this is going to make me very angry. I think this game is super chill. I do think Mr. Foddy is trying to make you angry, sometimes. It seems like he thinks it's funny. Which I think it is. But, like, I don't know. It's just chill little movement game. Oops. It reminds me of when I was getting into TF2 around... Okay. I'm going to out myself here, because I don't think you know this, Tyler Senpai. But I have, like, 4,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. I've played since, like, 2011. Like, this is the reason I made a Steam account way back when. And when you play a game for 4,000 hours, you have to find every single nook and cranny of depth that it has to offer. Otherwise, you probably would have given up at maybe the 200-hour mark. TF2 happens to have a lot of movement mechanics, and around the 1,000 or 2,000 hour mark, I decided I'd like to be better at Soldier and Demo, which means using explosives to move your character. So this reminds me a lot of that. You're just getting a handle of a very unnatural way to move, and winning and losing all the way. The only thing is that this isn't really... I think it's taking a very naturalistic approach to learning. It's just saying, here's the mechanics, here's a increasing challenge, figure it out. Whereas most other things are giving you a guide, they're telling you how you're going to feel or how you're going to get better. They're saying you're going to get better at this rate. Not this, though. It's just pure, I don't know, learning. Oh. You can never successfully rocket jump with Soldier. It takes a little bit of time. But, oh my gosh, is it worth it? Oh, I made the same mistake.
You can mute me in the settings.
Oh, Benefati.
Sorry about that.
You are not messing me up, man. I made the same mistake that I did last time, though, I can tell. I wonder if he genuinely is sad at the idea of frustrating people, or if he's just a troll. Whoops. CS2 is a learning curve, my god. Oh, that takes some dedication. That game seems really, really deep. But on top of that, you've also got this other angle with CS2. Something very similar to TF2. And that's a player base that is old for a player, like a game standards. By which I mean, the people who have been playing CS have been playing CS probably on average, I would guess, a decade, just because the game has been out for so long. Everybody's done experimenting, at least at the top echelons of it, I would assume. Now, I'm no expert with CS, so you're gonna know more than me. But at least in TF2, that's how it goes. Like, you jump into a new lobby, and every year it gets more and more uncommon to find a noob. Because the game doesn't really monetize itself anymore, it doesn't really advertise itself anymore. CS2 changed a lot of what everyone knew was possible thanks to the new engine. That makes sense. So then there's probably a lot of new people, because there was the new version of the game, huh? With new people means it's easier to feel like you're learning, because you're comparing yourself against a bunch of other new people as well. Whereas, I think with TF2, in a lot of lobbies it can feel like you're up against the pub stomper from hell. It impacts your ability to learn the game, I think. Also, I just like gambling. The skins and the knives, right? Oh my gosh, trust me, I've done my fair bit of it with TF2 as well. I like doing MVM, because you can get those Australian weapons that are so cool. I want an Australian Kritzkrieg. I've wanted one for like years. I also want a strange gunslinger. You know, I was talking to another chatter about what I would set up for like donations or something that people could pay for once this gets big enough. And I've always said, like, you know, clothing is weird. I wouldn't want to do that. I'd only want to get stuff that's going to make the stream better, generally. Microphones, filters, maybe new games that we can play on stream. However, I will happily accept strange items from TF2. My brain loves number go up. Cases are so bad. It's a miracle I didn't get into the Genshin gacha. Oh my gosh. Tyler Senpai, no. But of course, it's all about the chasing that high. Normally, it only takes one success in order for people to really latch onto it. Did you ever get a really good case? Or have you just been around the game enough that it's just part of it for you too? Okay. Yep. Yep. Whoops. The thing I'm a gambling whale about is Magic the Gathering cards. I love opening packs is just exciting. It's fun. I know it's addicting, so I pace myself or I hyper-focus into another hobby. I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Because they keep coming out with new Magic sets, so I try to be like, alright, I'll give myself one a year that I'm going to be obsessed with. And once that one's done, we'll wait for next year's. So, like, I think I skipped the last 4 or 5 sets, more or less. But then they did the Final Fantasy set, and I was like, okay, forget about it. I'm going to get all of those. Oops. So I have to... How am I going to get the head of this thing above you after I've hopped you upwards? I mean, I've done it before. Oh, by sheer accident, though, too. Whoops. Yeah, with the angle of that red... What is that even? That structure. It's super easy to bounce yourself off. Past that lip on the left. Whoops. Oop. Ha. Good job. I would wear a t-shirt from this game. I would wear a t-shirt with just this guy on it. Maybe some rocks. It's like, I don't know. If I saw somebody wearing merch of this, I'd be like, that's a Giga Chad. That's someone I have to go meet. You know, I bet also, I'm not a big game replayer. Like, I only have a handful of games I like to replay. I could see myself making this a game I replay every year. Just to keep myself humble. Or something. Well, that didn't work, did it? Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Huh. Stay humble, King. Alrighty. Oh. It's interesting, too. I've played with friends that don't play very many video games, and you kind of quickly realize why. Because not everybody has the same endurance. Whoops. Or patience for frustration and loss. Huh? I've made that mistake before. So, I don't know. You ever heard of Stray? Like, I played Stray with somebody who was not super into video games, but really wanted to play it because they liked cats. Oh, now this is an interesting position to be in. Ha. And the game is mostly a walking simulator, but it does have puzzle bits and stuff, and it can be tough, especially if you're new to games. But I don't know. I was surprised at how frustrated somebody got with it, because it is a game that's trying to be so chill, you know. But it just goes to show that everybody's mountains and molehills look different. you got to be very respectful of what everybody's challenges are, because something that was easy for you may have been, I don't know, a decade's worth of effort for somebody else. Okay. It's like that meme or whatever of the big wolf with all the arrows in him. And the little puppy that only has one arrow. It's like that, but instead of being weird and ironic and weird, you just got to be earnest, I guess. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Wow, we're almost already up with our hour with Diogenes and Mr. Foddy. That's too bad. I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. I could see myself doing this for hours. and frankly, there's so much of this feels physical that it doesn't occupy my brain like a strategy game might. So it's really easy to talk over. I'm a real yapper. Like, I can just talk and talk and talk, but it does take an amount of my attention. Some games demand more of it than others. This one's real low-key. I wonder how much water he has in this thing and how he has managed not to spill it all out by now. Ooh. I liked that approach. I liked how I did that. Yep. So we're trying to flick ourselves and then hook it. Ah, there you go. Oh. That's not so good. Flick ourselves and then hook it on the... But we need to be far enough to the right that the hammer does not get stuck on the left side of the little wall. Interesting. I guess also I like physics a lot too. And engineering, so this just feels like playing with dolls or models or something. You know, I said I'm a yapper, and here I am running out of things to talk about. Let's do this. Better than playing Warhammer. Have you played Warhammer? I have not. But frankly, I think painting sounds cool. I don't know that the game's play style or that its lore will... I mean, I like to hear about the lore of it, but so much of it is eyebrow-raising to me. I hear somebody likes Warhammer and I go, but why? I just want to know. I'm so heavily involved in it. I'm in credit card debt. Oh no. What's your favorite faction? They had a Magic the Gathering Warhammer crossover, actually. I've got a friend who does this stuff too, Warhammer. He makes some impressive little minis, and I think that's the coolest part of it. Space fantasy cool. My dude's killed your dude, hippie. Oh, yippee. That makes more sense. Yippee. Yatta. Oh, gosh. Oh, oops. Oh my gosh. This is the kind of game that I would pay money to watch my friends play. I think I would learn so much about how they learn and about how they deal with challenge. Because I don't think everybody has the same philosophy about this sort of thing. Yeah. Step 1, cry. You play Space Marines and the Eldar Space Elves. That's cool. I like the Space Elves. I don't think I don't have a favorite. What do you think my favorite would be? Just vibes wise. Yeah. All right. You know, I've thought about the perfect t-shirt for this. It could be like Diogenes here. Blank gray t-shirt with Diogenes, and then underneath it in text in italics in French, it says, "This is not Bennett Foddy." Like the pipe. C'est un pipe. But it really isn't Bennett Foddy, that's Diogenes. You'd buy that? I'll call him up. I hear you get his contact info or his Discord or something when you win this, so I'll Discord him and go, "Hey, I've got a shirt idea, my man. We'll make millions." And he'll go, "I have heard every single shirt idea you could think of. Who would buy this?" I'd say me. I'd buy a copy for every day of the week. Oh, the TKO game. That's how we. You know what? I actually really want to play Jackbox on stream too. So I'll remember this next time when I get Jackbox in here. We'll play TKO and we'll make this a real shirt, and I'll go buy a single one. I'll make my model wear it too. So you think I would like the Eldar or the Sisters of Battle? Here, we'll take a breather from Mr. Foddy's little a Grecian afterlife, and I'm gonna open up Firefox. See, I figured out how people do this so fast. The answer is just always have one of these open, and that's it. Just turn it on whenever you're ready, and it'll detect when you've got it open anyway. So, okay, the Eldar from 40K. Oh, is this it? The Aladari? Yeah, the Eldar. Ooh, lots of red. I don't need a full screen of this though. I'll put it on my main screen. Here you go. Whoa, I like their shape languages. This one is very rounded, and the green's still giving elf. This guy looks pissed off. He looks like somebody is 30 minutes late for his coffee. Ooh, I like these flags. And the weaponry too. That's a really cool color contrast. And then the other one. You'd love to play a Jackbox game that isn't Mad vs. City. How are we'll play one that isn't Mad vs. City, but we will play some Mad vs. City, because you know I got those crazy, crazy raps, yo. Let's see. The other one was the Sisters of Battle. Adepta sororitas. Sororitas meaning sisters in Latin. Adepta meaning like from same root meaning like you're good at stuff. Skilled. Okay, I think these are the ones that I like the most. Wow. Battle hardened and scarred. I've always thought it's so funny how, since these are designed to be miniatures, right, and be seen from above, like they have such a funny scaling to everything. They're very yeah, you can tell. I mean, they've got like this shape language of all these crosses and stuff, like gilded. Like they look almost it's almost like if you brought like a lot of the Catholic gilded stuff into space and then made them go to war. All the tassels. This looks almost like a lightsaber. Nah, they're rad though. Oh, I wouldn't want to be this guy. But she looks awesome. Okay, no, we're done with that. Let's go back to Mr. Foddy. Whoa. Oh, damn. Get a friend group together. Yeah, I think I will. I might open that up to my whole friends and even get chat involved too. I bet it won't be a one-time thing either. The only thing that makes me nervous is I've never done a collaboration with more than 2 people. Yesterday's was the first time with more than 1 person. And I do think you need to do an amount of mic work in order to have interactions with chat still happen. But like, push comes to shove, you just deafen yourself in Discord, and you answer somebody in chat, and then you come back to the greater Discord. Oh, that felt pretty good. What do you think, Wormy? Do you want to do Getting Over It? I was mentioning I'd be willing to pay people to play this. Probably per an hour. Yeah, you gotta like and toggle mic for sure. Unless not everyone is streaming it. Yeah, I don't think everybody will be. I don't have... Most of my friends... I don't think I have a single friend that streams, actually. All of my friends are joining me on stream on my channel. Oh, if it's per hour, sure. How much do I gotta pay you? I'd pay you like $6. Or like, what if I make you Katsu Curry, and that earns me an hour of you playing this game? You were gonna say this would take you days. Oh, well, I don't need you to beat the game. I just want to see you play it for an hour. Whoops. Literally just be my friend and I'll play it with you for free. That's stiff competition. You're getting undercut there, Wormy. What do they call it when that happens? So a union? It's not a nice term. That's what I remember. But nah, you don't gotta do that. Not for Jackbox. I think I've already got the Jackbox games. We'll just set it up. We'll make it happen. I think it'd be fun to do more collabs. I'll be outbid. I know where you... I know where you sleep. Wow. I'm still stuck on that vocab word. I don't remember what it is when you union bust. What do they call them? Oops. It's gonna bug me. Okay, I need to find out. Called when you bust the union. Well, I mean, union busting, but there's other things too. Okay, what do they call union busters? How's that? Anti-union. Well, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing because it's not about crushing and destroying a union. It's about undermining a strike, right? That's what they call it. Scabbing. That's what it's called. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, like crossing the picket line. That's another thing they call it too, yeah. But I was thinking of scabs. That's not a nice thing to call people though. So Tyler is not a scab. He's just eager. We'll get you on a stream. High key, I've always thought that... So I haven't really collabed with someone that I don't know in person. So that's part of why I joke about this kind of thing. Because I am still trying to figure out what it means to make friends on the internet. I haven't really done that since, like, I don't know, forever ago in angel years. Maybe 17,000 years ago. um, so I still have to figure out like what makes sense to me. I've had in my head like, okay, if we're gonna, especially if I'm gonna collab on stream, I'd like to know you for a while. Like I'd like to have seen you do content if you do content, and then I'd want to spend like an hour or something on a Discord call, maybe a half hour, just chatting. I just want to get to know you. I want to know your vibe. I want to know what makes you laugh. I want to know what we can talk about and what we can't talk about. And then I would also probably want like a 30 minutes after stream to be able to debrief. I want to know how you thought it went. Because like, I really hate the idea of making people feel like I'm using them. I'm so averse to that. I want people to feel more like they got to meet me and work with me on something. You know, like a real project. And you're only gonna get that if you feel like you've met Finch, you know? And it doesn't even have to be anything identifying, really. But that's what I've been thinking about anyway. I haven't really made myself a guideline or anything. It makes me wonder how people do it. I was at a con and I asked somebody how they do it, and they kind of more focused on the negative experiences that they had collabing, and they focused on, I guess, just what it means to get into contact with people. But I was more curious about the, like, how do you ensure the quality? How do you make sure everybody's having fun? Like, at least for me, a lot of this is just about having fun. So, you know, it takes an amount of effort to verify that. Whoops. Come on, yo. But I'm also, it's something that I find challenging because I'm also very gung-ho by nature. I'm just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll say yes, let's try it, why not? Anything once kind of deal. So I think because I've thought about streaming for a very long time, I am taking it more slowly than my nature would normally cause me to. Because I get the sense that any one collaboration isn't gonna be the only one I do, but I'm gonna be setting precedents. The next one is gonna be a lot like that one, right? You know? I have like stream checklists that I made, which to me is the same kind of concept. I want to make this thing a prepared thing, you know? And it's not because any one stream I really need a checklist, but it's a good practice. It's all about good practices. The process, you know? Speaking of the process, I think the process is done here with Mr. Foddy. Unfortunately, we've crossed the hour mark. I like this game a lot. I will probably play it in my off time and maybe even stream it some more. I think I would do the same with Fury, but frankly, Fury feels like one in a long line of games that are awesome in this way, but this game is just, it feels unique. It impacted the internet a lot, and I play it and I feel like I'm learning to juggle or maybe play the harmonica or something. Anyway, now up for our last game. Ooh, what could it be? Wormy already knows what it is. It's what they're here for, I think. Here, I'll move us to this little interstitial screen. Where are you? Aha! Up in my home in the clouds. While the other game loads. There's also, I think, this aspect of it that, like, you need, like, a formal invitation to people when you're gonna do, like, collabs and stuff. I feel like you gotta be like, okay, when are you open? What do you want to do? Like, there's a lot of stuff. But I'm excited to learn how to do it, you know? Oh, you're gonna make me blush. I have a toggle for a blush, but I don't know how to activate it. I did draw this. I drew this depiction of my home. Isn't it cute? Okay. Enough cute. Now we're gonna be sad, I think. I don't know what this game is about, really. This game seems to be about alcoholism. And maybe alcoholic detectives. Point to me to a well-adjusted detective and I'll point out a liar. Anyway. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, it says continue, but really I didn't do anything besides test hours. The sweet sounds of Revachol. Is that an instrument? Is that the person who wrote this? What is that? Thinker, sensitive, physical, or create your own. I never really go for create my own when I'm new at something like this. And I know this is a game you're supposed to do multiple. Revachol is the city. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really like to make my own when I'm first starting on this. I'd rather just learn the system. I think out of all of these things, I am not much of a thinker. I'm not very physical, but I am sensitive. Oh, Finch. He's the sensitive little angel boy. So let's do that. Whoa. What the fuck was that about? The quote from about the Furies? I probably should have read it out loud.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
What the hell?
Ever.
Oh. Let's change this stream info too while we're at it. Now it's Disco Elysium. Does that name ever get explained, by the way?
Never, ever.
Never ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Yes, somewhat. Ooh, okay.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Oh, I like this writing.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Or maybe it gets worse. Oh, this is a very sharp Finch coded answer, by the way. But I do like the simplicity of this one, too.
Do you really? Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Huh.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
I'm trying to make out what this word says. It's like device, I think? Oh yeah, it's device. It's just that all these letters could be flipped upside down. Playback and Feld? Yield?
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Whoa.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Volition. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop! I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I am not scared. I am a champion. Well, if Volition says I'm a champion, then I'm a fucking champion.
The stench of liquor
limbic
rises
system.
from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
This is fucking awesome. It's an electric guitar, baby! But it sounds like it's been crunched up. Damn, yo. Let's play some music. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. What's this? Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. You can't do that. You gotta live with your choices. Although I guess some of those pause, don't they? Hold tab to highlight. Okay. Ooh. What's this? You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, bean. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Oh, another dick slap game. Does he have... I mean, he doesn't have his dick out, though. Is this just, like, tight against his little undies?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
What? Who would do such a stupid
Hot
thing?
water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Couldn't you just
Suddenly,
wipe it off?
you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
I'll just wipe
As
it
you
off.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
That sounds dumb.
Behold,
Hee hee. Behold.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression?
It looks like a
Are you
smile.
trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please
I have no
stop.
idea why it's there. It just
It's
is.
horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Why is the mirror talking? It's not like a narrator,
What does
really.
it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. Let's say
You should
superstardom.
check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat.
Huh?
You appear to be alive, for now.
Encyclopedia Formidable 13. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of this expression. So I'm going to try to figure out what smiling means. Or I can attempt to stop the expression from happening. Electrochemistry Impossible 18. Very low chances for either of these to succeed. I don't know. Let's try it anyway.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay. I'd like to take a bath. But it looks like I can't. So I suppose instead I'll put on clothing? It's like a miserable wretch simulator. Okay. Disco ass blazer. Are these gonna be disco-ass pants? Flare-cut trousers. God, what a pigsty. No, no. Hey, I want you to talk to this thing. The window, genius. Buddy. Alright, well, let's
You
deal with
hear
your
it
thoughts, huh?
jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
I guess we fish them
It
out.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Neat. Let's go touch this thing. I like touching stuff. Shoes. A single shoe. I get the sense that perhaps my other shoe is wherever
The
this
window
window
stands
leads.
broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
A visual calculus. Sure.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
It's definitely my shoe. This fucking genius.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand,
Ah.
but none of it is recent.
Okay, so it isn't me. It's definitely the shoe.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Okay.
The single green shoe you found
Yeah.
fits the hole
Yep.
almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
Cool.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Congratulations.
Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
God. Can I turn it off?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb.
Oh my god,
A
I just
truly
noticed the
horrific
necktie up there.
has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
May as well get that thing
Or
off from
has
there.
it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
I don't really want to pull on the fan or the light bulb. I'd like to pull on the chain. But based on how drunk our friend is here, I think maybe we just try to grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Nice.
Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained.
This thing has like the sense of humor of like Homestuck. or
What you
something.
have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns.
Jeez.
The knot reminds you of a noose.
Alright, well. What do we pull on the light bulb?
Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
I'm a glutton for pain.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
Good job. You're on your right steps to maybe becoming a less shitty person. Let's grab that shirt, I guess. God, he looks miserable. And he's slower than sin. What's through that door? Would that be my bedroom? That seems to suggest it's locked. Oh my gosh, I like the wallpaper though. That's good wallpaper. That reminds me of Arctic Monkeys. Now, I almost don't want to pick up this bottle for fear of what our stupid friend is going to do with it, but let's find out. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Well, I guess he can't drink anymore. Close the door after you, genius. The year is 51. 1951? 2051? What's this? Coins? That's not our money to take.
Hello, officer.
Oh.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Should I really be asking that? You know what? I'll learn. Officer. Am I military personnel?
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Let's just go with the second one. I'm too earnest. Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Everybody's gonna get pretty suspicious of me, but well.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression. No, we're not gonna do that, genius. This is the funniest answer. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? I have some amount of self-preservation instincts, though, so...
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Yeah, especially if you're the
She looks
best and
back at
brightest.
you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Huh. Okay. Oh, look at that. We can run. Good. I could grab a cigarette. Am I in a hotel or something? Let's go get that shoe of mine. Fucking idiot. What you got? Rainy wind, huh? Well, you look almost worse than when you were naked, but at least you're clothed.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Nice. Yeah, they don't look like cop shoes, do they?
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Well, thank you, Mr. Composure. I hate his little portrait, man. He looks awful down there. I've seen what this guy looks like. He doesn't need to look this bad.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Shouldn't have looked in the mirror or smiled. Why? Oh, because that sets the portrait. Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub.
Nah,
still
dude.
smoldering deliciously.
You're under new management now, and we're not doing that shit.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. then smoke them all.
Nah. I mean, I get the sense that this game might go like, you can't fix people, dumbass. But at the same time,
The idea seems
I'll do
to
my
make
try.
your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
Huh. I like both the idea of rejecting the idea or considering it. Disco Elysium, yes, welcome. I'm in the body of an alcoholic, it seems. Someone who is very much not like me. And I know that this game is about, like, I don't know. You're supposed to do a lot of runs. And I think the first run, I'm gonna pretend like my own brain is in this guy's body. And we're fucking we're under new management, baby. We're make sex with woman. And maybe later. I'll think of, wait. I just realized this isn't even, I should not do that. It's just, we'll think about it,
Good.
I guess.
Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best
Oh my god.
thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Oh my lord. Wormy, I'm starting to understand where some of your recent speech patterns have been coming from.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
We're gonna have to, we have an uphill battle to fight with electrochemistry.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Well, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be on the straight and narrow on our first run. God, I hate having quit smoking. Oh no. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Okay, well, let's go downstairs, I guess. Oh, hey, it's that guy I see everybody talk about. I'm guessing he's here to pick me up. That was the most convincing argument I've heard for it. Wait, which was? Did I say something about not smoking? Or this game is the most convincing argument? No, the game? Oh, I gotcha. This is the lyrics, where the lyrics would be. This is like a little karaoke station? Yeah. Let's not go in the kitchen yet.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get.
This
Your
game is
emotions
written
need to be
beautifully.
expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Inland Empire, I do agree with you. My soul is immense.
Utterly.
Agreed.
And it needs to be heard.
Well,
through a PA system.
Okay, now we're talking.
By other people.
Yes.
Whether
Agreed.
they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland.
Half-Life.
Violently express yourself.
I mean, yeah, man. Y'all should hear me at karaoke. Wormy has, though. Ooh. I'll get up there, obliterate some My Chemical Romance. What should I sing?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going. At least energetic.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
Hearing people express things like this makes me want to break their fingers.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you
The people
approach,
want to know
he
about my
gives you
singing
a
skills,
sideways
Wormy.
glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
I don't know if people who already dislike you appreciate aplomb all that much. So, maybe we just give him a space. I think if somebody gave me that look, I'd probably either say hey or just get away. Oh, so sweet, Wormy. You'll get to hear soon enough. He does like screech for fun. Oh yeah. Maybe I should do one. I'll try to do it from kind of away from the microphone. It's thunderstruck! So excited for stream to be over so I can go hear that back.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh. I love people who call other people sweetie. That's awesome.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Yeah.
A bespectacled man in
Kim
an orange
Kitsuragi.
bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kitsuragi is also the same last name as Misato, right? I doubt it's a reference, but I'm just kind of saying that out loud. No, she's Katsuragi. Different.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the
What the
windows
hell?
came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Whoa. You've always wanted to know how I'd feel about Kim? Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna find out. Of all of the games we've played, I feel like I will probably finish and play all of them, but I don't know which ones I'll do on stream. I like the vibe of this one, and I also really like getting over it. Like, both are up there in the running right now. Let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Wow. Okay, so we haven't even met, and he could feel that. It's an aura thing, I think. Maybe he just exudes selflessness. I mean, you can even see it in the way he kind of carries himself, too, right? Like, you can't really rotate it, but he's got his chest up. He's standing like Superman, you know? Everybody likes Kim.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself.
Oh, nice.
Get creative. Conceptualize.
Yeah, Esprit the car is the cop affinity? Yeah. That would make sense. So he just has like cop sense. I can tell this is a good cop. It's interesting because I get the sense that something perhaps otherworldly has happened to our unfortunate detective friend. And in some regards, sometimes being openly honest gets you the quickest towards people helping you, but I also don't really want people to get the sense that I'm insane. So, because that's another quick way to not get the help you need. I don't know. It kind of seems to be, I don't know if it's on purpose. I don't know if it's just my take on the game, but it seems like it's kind of, basically we're having to talk about masking to a degree here, but we're going to go with making up a name.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Was that a success or a failure? That was a failure. Yeah, that's a pretty terrible name. It's very, very cool. It is also very ostentatious. Yes.
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of
No,
your
you
tie.
stupid necktie.
Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Great.
Don't worry, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Is this so? okay, I guess we're getting into another aspect of it. I'm going to get the sense that however I'm dressed is going to impact how I feel, which is also crazy. There's so much to go with that. Clearly, this actually horrific necktie is making me make a lot of bad decisions, but I guess my name's Raphael now.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said. He just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
He's got a French
Have you
accent,
had time to talk to the manager here?
I think.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Yeah. I think I'm just greatest fault. I'm so interested in this. It's kind of asking you to play pretend within playing
Have you
pretend.
removed the dead body from the tree?
No,
So, the body is still in the tree.
I don't know.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
I could go grab it.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
He's no dipshit. He's probably going to be able to see through my ruse at some point. Or just assume that I'm kind of an idiot.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like this depiction of logic because it reminds me of the Moai statue meme. It feels like he should show up with like a vine boom.
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Surprisingly chill, Mr. Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Cool. Okay.
Yes? What do you want to know?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
He's still a straight shooter, though. I really like that.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
Yeah, he's heard somebody else use this phrasing. And he doesn't like that the people are doing this.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
It's difficult. I think I'm gonna have to be okay getting drip-fed information because I really don't want him to know that I have amnesia. It's got a nice chill little music. So it's out back though. I guess that's the front entrance, which would suggest that he was handing out by the back exit. Let's see though. Nope, I guess not. I'm just dumb. But this has a sign hanging on it. Let's read it, I guess. Summer door closed for the winter. Well, don't we still have to go outside? Kim wants to go get that body out of there. So let's do that. I think I trust his judgment more than my own right now. Maybe this way? Jesus. I was half hoping that when I told him that it was still in there that I was lying, but clearly I wasn't. It's got some kind of leg wear, or maybe cybernetic legs? Bruising around the hands and face and neck and the belly. And then otherwise it's bloated. Let's not talk to the kid. Let's just get this thing down. Or actually, let's dismiss the kid. I don't think he needs to see this.
Kuno's got this.
Yeah. Kuno's got this. The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah,
Napa Kimpi? What is that? Is that, Oh, it... Finnish, meaning bullseye. Oh, okay. We're gonna learn some Finnish. Police business.
right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
Alright.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. You stop being a child at my crime scene. Let's think about this. What does it mean that he's all fucked up like this?
The kid is obviously high.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not obvious to everyone. Stop getting high at my crime scene. Let's, realistically, I'd probably just tell the kid to get the fuck out of my crime scene, period. But, sure, let's make it about slurs. He's gonna argue about it, though. But a kid... It depends on how they're raised. But some people are pretty paranoid about the idea of being detected while high. So, yeah, I think we're gonna actually point out that he's high.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthful.
So there's Kuno and Kuno S. So somebody's parents are not very creative with naming their children, it seems.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
It would be very useful to have a badge right now, or even a gun.
Shits himself?
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
He's referring to himself in the third person? Ugh. I think it's sort of pathetic to ask Kim for advice, but I would ask Kim to show his badge, at least.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces? You mean children? Are they children of someone powerful? Bit cringe, innit?
You will see.
Okay. I'm willing to defer to you again, Kim. You've got much more composure than I do. Let's deal with this then, I guess.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
I don't think
the
it's
face
really
around
looking.
them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst.
Yeah.
His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Jesus. It's interesting that I guess it is a hanged man at the end of the day. Never mind. I was gonna make a tarot reference, but he is just
You
a
seem to
hanged
be
man.
holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Let's think about that.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Dude, why is Kim like the absolute homie? He's just like, I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna be a nice guy. I'm gonna leave space for everyone.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Kim is the best. Yes, I'm learning that. Alright, let's see if we throw up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your
Endurance.
mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind. Flushing you from
just
within.
throw up, I guess. Embarrassing to throw up in front of Kim. Professional, and professionals have standards. Have a plan to meet everyone you... Oh, have a plan to kill everyone you meet. We're gonna vomit. That sucks.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it
Ugh.
out. Burst
Throwing
by
up
burst.
sucks.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Dude, Kim Katsuragi. I'll wipe my mind. My
The
mouth.
hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Wow. See, he is far more astute than he lets on. Let's see.
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Some in the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
So I won't be able to manage this without finding a way to not throw up, I guess. Meaning I should go... Get ammonia from the gardener or the Fritz store. Will make it easier. Well, where did he say the gardener was? What's this about? Wow, there's so many of these. Savoir-faire. I guess if it were me, I'd just go wherever's closest. I'd ask the gardener, and I wouldn't mind, as long as it solves the problem faster. But it wasn't what he suggested first, so let's just go to the gardener.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Wow.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
Wow.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
So Shivers is also like a sixth sense, basically.
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Oh. No way. Where the hood at?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches.
Jamrock Rock City?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Shivers has multiple voices.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
Whoa.
Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater.
Ugh.
Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
"Where's your homo, homie?"
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
Hetero-sexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Oh, Mr. Vichmar. I may need to use that in the future. Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. That is unreal. That's like a nuke. Like, socially speaking, that is a nuke you drop on somebody. But if you drop it on the right person, they're going to go home and they're going to think about what you just said to them. Damn.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, good job, Mac. You might be detecting something.
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
Who did they name? Probably talking about me, now that I think about it. They haven't... Oh, no, they haven't name-dropped me, but they're definitely talking about me, yeah.
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Okay, I can see that I'm losing time as I think about these things. To be honest, I don't think I'm that thoughtful of a person. I'd be leaving and I'd be going
will not
to...
let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Let's buy a raincoat there and let's get... Let's get what the other stuff we need. Is this the frit? It's got so many T's. Sick. Yellow roses.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What is this Frit? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with 3 T's? Okay, I didn't think he'd be saying this out loud, the dumbass. I thought he was just thinking this to his conceptualization or whatever.
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Okay, well, I'll ask her some more stuff later maybe, but...
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of crossings.
I have no
and juice
money.
bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Shit.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Kim, can you lend me $4, pal?
Yes?
Fuck. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go get some cash somewhere, I guess. Yeah, I do think Inland Empire does seem to be a pretty good... Oh, I should... I was reading it in my head. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm getting so engrossed in this game, I'm forgetting I'm streaming. You're role-playing as yourself, but because you picked one of the preset builds, you didn't pick your special core skill. I find Inland Empire a kind of good fit regardless. Yeah, I have to agree. Every single time he speaks up, he seems to be concerned about his own, like, persona and his greatness in front of people, which I do think is something that I talk about a lot. Maybe I'm a dipshit and I missed something in my room. Kim definitely has the aura of somebody who would loan you $4 for sure. I'm not gonna lie, this might be a tough one to play on stream because I'm just gonna keep getting engrossed.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is.
Jeez.
How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Maybe who cares? Just rum?
We're not doing that. My sheer force of will not allow me to do such a thing. But maybe let's go check to see if I've got a wallet, and if not, I guess I'll go... I'll go grab the money in front of Kim, and then maybe Kim will go, "Are you in need of money?" And I'll be like, "Yes, can you let me borrow?" Here, I'll grab this. You didn't say anything. Maybe wait here. Can I tell you to wait here? Okay, well, if not, then I guess enjoy this room. Sorry. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Maybe in the couch. I'll find some cash.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Yeah.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
That's great. We're not doing that. I do need money. Oh, another thought. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Front page of what exactly? Oh, of the newspaper. Ah. I really do think something timey-wimey might be happening. I don't think it's just him being an alcoholic. No, Fed. Well, like Kim mentioned, I mean, I can handle the rain. That might suck, but I can handle it. In fact, I've been known to stand out in the rain in my own life without the proper equipment all the time. We'll try to talk to the gardener. Perhaps they're in here?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Let's not do that. Dramatic. Yeah. That's the what do they call it? What was it called again? The Inland Empire in me. The Inland Empire is hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. Yeah, holy shit, really? That's awesome. It reminds me of that T.S. Eliot quote about fearing men who sleep with eyes open. What is this? Letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. God forbid a man releases inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. Alright, Where is the gardener? Let's... Can I replay any of the dialogue? Hmm. Oh, it says it right here, yeah. Cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators. Interesting. I like to create, and some might describe me as mental. Thought cabinet. What's that? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's like a backlog of the dialogue. But I don't remember what he said about the gardener. Like, you don't happen to be the gardener, are you?
The RCM in Martinez.
Ah, okay.
What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She seems very sweet.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
They're her gloves. I've already asked her for a lot, too. I don't think I could bring myself to do so. Then again, it could make the job easier. But she already gave me the ammonia. That's quite alright. If we fail, then I suppose I might ask. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I don't need to equip anything. Let's just give it a go.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Ugh. 0.8% is not great.
The ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that? Bodies? Come on. Sure.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Smart
the
guy,
man
too.
before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots.
So those are boots.
His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Lividity, also known as livor mortis, is a post-mortem discoloration of the skin caused by the settling of blood due to gravity. Oh shit! That's why his stomach is all red and his hands and face. It's settled. Okay. Ugh. I've never thought about that.
The hangman's
I did not mean to do
is
that.
pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
I'm curious to learn more, but I think that going down this path and letting this guy speak is a bad idea.
It's hard, but somehow you manage not to see it. The corpse looks at you sideways, from an unnatural angle.
So all of these portraits, they have an incredibly painterly style. They probably were still done digitally, I would guess, but I mean, was there a particular set artist just for all of that? Like, there must be, right? What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town, and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Let's just... Well, I do like the idea of thinking outside the box in the like stupidest ways possible, get people to like be very creative. Sometimes that's why brainstorming with other people works so well. You might even say something that's completely unrelated and it'll still inspire someone to an idea. But of course, you kind of risk the perception of being a fool. But then again, I've never been one to really be all that concerned about being seen as a fool. Mentioning a harbor doesn't really bring anything to the table. He's already thinking about a harbor, so I'm gonna say a circus.
No, more like in
Oh, well.
harbor, like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Yeah. How did they even get him up there? I mean, probably using the ladder, right?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
So he's saying they threw it over, they threw it over, looped it through the belt, tightened it all the way up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I think they lassoed the bridge.
Yeah.
Then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing out there.
He's got a good point. Why would you bother with a ladder?
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced.
Wow.
See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
Rabbits? What's a rabbit? A step-shaped recess along with edge or in the face of a piece of wood. See rabbits for more than 20 strands. What does he mean by that? Maybe it's a different thing he's talking about. Just a recess.
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Yeah, how are you going to cut it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
I'll just say they didn't. That'll make it easier for him.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Let's look at the boots now.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Okay, so they couldn't get the boots off, right? That must be it. Because they otherwise completely stripped him. He couldn't get the boots off, and he wears these boots when he was attacked and hung. He's been hanging here for 7 days, and we know it's Monday. So he got attacked on a Monday night. Probably. Meaning he was probably coming from work. Like, when else would you wear boots like these? So what kind of a person wears these boots for work? I would think ceramic is uncomfortable to kneel upon. So, somebody that needs to protect their skin and clothing from something hot or something sharp. I don't know of anything in the real world where people would wear something like that, but I'm sure there are examples. And this will probably be the next thing when I hit continue anyway.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
And they sure do. I mean, they're stark white, too.
They're armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
So it's a cop. Sabatons. He knows so much. A piece of medieval armor that protects the foot. Interesting.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Oh my gosh. I just think spacecraft ceramic. Holy cow. So this is somebody's who's working with intense heat. Why else would you use this then? The plot thickens. Yeah. Okay. So the material looks out of place here. I'm not going to be able to pull the boot off. I'm almost certain they would have taken it if they could have. It would have made it harder to identify this person. And they already completely stripped them as best as they could.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
I guess that's true, yeah. Could have even been just the locals then.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Interesting. I think the other thing worth noting too is that maybe there's some amount of... I get the sense maybe those are stuck on, but I don't know. There's a lot of superstitions too around what you can and cannot take from the dead. So...
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Yeah, that does make sense. I think I'll just say understood. Kuno knows stuff. Kuno's a god. He seems high and 12. So I hesitate to believe that. But he, at least the god part, but I'm sure he knows something. What makes him a god? Like, is this, are the drugs really that good?
The Sabatons.
The power of God and methamphetamines.
Decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
What would knocking on the boot give me? I'm gonna do it anyway.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Makes sense.
Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Why? Why do you want to punch it? I'm just gonna say it sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Good thing we didn't punch it, I guess.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Everyone's performance in this is fascinating. Prosthetics? I did think about that earlier. That would make sense too, wouldn't it?
Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Boy, you keep saying stuff that is barely related. You'd make a great poet, Inland Empire. Okay, how could this man afford such expensive hardware? I like that question.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
They do look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Okay, it's piqued my curiosity though. I'll mention this.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Holy shit. This is a man who knows exactly how he would like the world to change. Because he's keeping himself informed about the things he cares about. He probably argued with somebody about getting those materials. And now every single time that it doesn't work out, he knows about it.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages. As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
Kim is awesome, man. I don't want to pull the boots.
Cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. alcohol, and heartbreak.
Jesus. You know, I think that's one of those times where it's maybe best to listen to the Inland Empire. Because it's telling you, like, I don't know. It's sort of recapping your life. Is this what you want it to be?
Your fist clenches suddenly.
Huh. It'll be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Does Kim just know about literally fucking everything under the sun? He's so cool. What the hell?
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I'll ask. What's that?
A Trigat Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Produces 2 metal-capped ampules. Clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. Thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Yeah, that seems wise.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, Kim, you have my heart, Kim.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us.
Wow.
Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I'll let him keep that.
Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
Oh.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo.
They came up with so many ways to disgustingly describe this poor corpse.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
You got it. Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Death's head grin. What is that? Is the game being artistic or is that a real thing? Refers to a human skull, often stylized. It's just talking about like the grin of the skull itself. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mask. Huh.
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Huh.
Why do you think so?
For supernatural reasons. Let's say an intuition.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't know if I like that he noted that down. I'll ask this. Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
What? Oh, I must be playing pretend in my head. What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Okay. Yeah, yup, of course. Awesome.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Great. Okay.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway? It's starting to sound familiar. So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you? I don't know. Sure.
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
I don't know. There's so little indicators. Sure, let's say yes.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
That seems wise. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Yeah, I mean, he died.
In the past, way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I suppose, generally speaking, when someone has a lot of a resource that they otherwise could not generally maintain, normally that either means criminal activity or someone who got surprisingly lucky.
Takes one to know one.
Half-light.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? I think I'm getting lost in the sauce. We're still here at a crime scene.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Wow.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He's got a good point. I'm not sure.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremity. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Before you bring Kim into this, let's just relax our eyes.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso.
Well, now I'm gonna squint again.
As you narrow your eyes, only the lower extremities
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Oh gosh, this is funny, but I don't know. It's almost like gallows humor. I don't know why either. Maybe I should just stop.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Black liquid?
So, what do you think?
Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Gosh, Kim. So well spoken.
Saying?
Talking about shit.
Let's say we got lucky.
I don't feel lucky.
It could have been worse, Kim. He's beaten up. See the bruises? I guess I'll say that.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Ah, yeah.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet.
Yeah.
And his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Okay. In other words, it looks like he's died exactly the way that it looks like he's died. Fair enough, Kim. Hypostasis. The accumulation of fluid or blood in the lower parts of the body or organs under the influence of gravity, as occurs in cases of poor circulation or after death. I suppose this also probably influences where your like stomach acids go when you're standing upright and stuff. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
With a in his eyes, he's laughing silently.
He likes that one. Oh, good.
Totally dead.
Totally.
Absolutely.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to ask him any more imagination questions, so let's do that some more.
You have questions, don't you?
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
I hate you. You stink, and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Myself. A baby affected with harlequinism. What's harlequinism? This keeps teaching me new words. Harlequinism. The severe genetic skin disorder, which causes thick, plate-like scales at birth. Wow. It's an autonomic disorder. Wow, that's rude to say. A deep-sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
Myself.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
So perhaps he was also an alcoholic, I suppose.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Copo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
For real? Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Great. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
That's a good question.
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Frankly, because I don't have anything else to do, and because Kim told me to, both, yeah. Maybe it will lead to something.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Whoa.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners.
Yeah, I think we can try to get it down now.
Memento.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Yeah. You could climb up there, but that would be silly. Maybe you could get something to sit on or stand on?
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
How do you get that down gently? Sawing the branch is a terrible idea. These all suck, dude. Help from the harbor? That seems like a bad idea, too. Let's see what he says.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Shooting him down seems like a stupid idea. Let's not do it seems like a dumb idea too. We can't just let that go. We can't saw the branch. I mean, we're gonna risk damage to the corpse. The evidence. What about someone else doing it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
You have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern. We need to get him down, fast.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it does seem dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
You could shoot him down. What do you think of that?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
The enthusiasm is unrestrained.
How?
How? Oh, yeah. No, it would be... You could shoot the branch, but there's no way a bullet would break a branch like that.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Keep it in your pants, children.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Kim Katsuragi would like to shoot the gun? Or suggestion is telling me that I would like to shoot a gun. Let's not. It has bad idea written all over it.
What else can we do?
Kim wants to shoot him down too? Go be gay, do crimes. Alright, let's tell him to shoot it.
He breathes out heavily.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
I'll blow his head off.
The worst that could happen is he blows his head off, yeah.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
This is an old school kind of gun. He wants to shoot the gun. He's a complicated man. Wow. Locked in.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot that motherfucker down. I'm gonna let Kim sort himself out and I'll say nothing, but I do want to learn about the Phalestes position. Oh. Is that true? Is that real? I look up Phalestes and it just pulls up a bunch of Disco Elysium stuff. Or I think it's just a Disco Elysium thing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Yeah.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Got it.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I don't think he wants to. Yeah, he would get to shoot again if he got to try again. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I could try to shoot him down myself, but I'm hungover. That seems like a bad idea. I guess we're gonna have to ask for help from the harbor?
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down, too.
Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
I love the word lousy.
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Evrard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Who is Evrard Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Oh my lord. I am so impressed by Kim Katsuragi's ability to ignore these two kids.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
Okay. As much as I want to keep on going, I think we will have to pause it for here. And that ends our little smorgasbord summer Steam sale faffing about. I'll probably continue at least one of these games on stream once I've sorted out a schedule. But yeah, let's find somebody to raid in, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Let's see here. 1, 2 different YouTubers playing this game right now. Seem to really vibe with Disco. Yeah, it's fun. It feels like an interesting mix of voice acting, the responses I'm gonna pick, but then also like, yeah, there's a lot to it. I like, and it's a deep game. Like even just playing a little bit of it, you can see that plain as day. There are a handful. Oh, this VTuber only has one person watch. Let's brighten their day, huh? Okay. Thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening or wherever it may be, and be sure to take your time because heaven waits for you.
Say